Law 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter revolves around the idea that power structures often hinge on the influence and control of a single individual or a small group of leaders. By targeting this central figure, whether a leader, influencer, or key decision-maker, you destabilize the entire group or organization. This law focuses on the power of hierarchy and influence, demonstrating that to effectively disrupt or dismantle a group, organization, or opposition, you don't need to attack every individual. Instead, you must go after the person or people at the top who hold everything together. Once the leader falls, those who follow them often become disorganized, demoralized, and directionless. The shepherd symbolizes the source of guidance, influence, and control within a group. This could be a literal leader like a CEO, a military general, a political figure, or a key influencer in a smaller social or professional circle. These individuals hold a unique position of authority, either through charisma, expertise, or fear, and the people around them, the sheep, rely on their leadership for direction and stability. Removing or undermining this shepherd can cause confusion and chaos, leading to the disintegration of the group's cohesion. One of the key insights of this law is the recognition of the power dynamics that exist within any group. Often, the strength of a group or movement doesn't lie in the collective power of its members, but in the guidance and influence of its leader. People are naturally drawn to authority figures who provide direction and a sense of security. Most individuals prefer to follow rather than lead, making them dependent on the shepherd for protection and guidance. As long as the leader remains in place, the group remains strong. However, if you take away that leader, the followers lose their central focus, leading to division, infighting, or aimlessness. This law also highlights the importance of understanding influence in power dynamics. In any organization or social structure, there are key figures who hold disproportionate sway over others. These are the people whose opinions shape the decisions of the group, who act as the glue that holds things together. These influencers may not always be in formal leadership roles, but their power is derived from their relationships, charisma, or expertise. By identifying these individuals and either removing them or turning them against their own group, you can create a domino effect that destabilizes the entire structure. The strategic nature of this law means that the shepherd doesn't always need to be destroyed or eliminated outright. In many cases, simply neutralizing their influence or creating doubt about their leadership is enough to cause the followers to scatter. This can be done through subtle tactics, such as sowing discord, spreading rumors, or manipulating circumstances to make the leader appear weak, indecisive, or untrustworthy. When followers begin to question the shepherd's ability to lead, the cohesion of the group starts to erode, making it easier to manipulate or control the sheep. In political, business, or social environments, targeting the shepherd is often a far more effective tactic than trying to influence the entire group. Large groups are difficult to manage or manipulate directly because of their size and diversity of thought. However, if you can focus your efforts on the few individuals who hold the most influence, you bypass the need to control everyone. Instead of engaging in prolonged struggles with each member of the group, you cut the head off the snake, so to speak, and watch as the body collapses. This law is particularly useful in situations where the leader's power is based on perception rather than actual strength. Many leaders maintain control not through physical force or coercion, but through the perception that they are invulnerable or indispensable. By attacking this perception, whether through strategic defeat, public humiliation, or exposure of their weaknesses, you weaken their grip on power. When followers see that their leader is not as strong as they once believed, their loyalty often wavers, making them more susceptible to outside influence. The law also warns of the danger of leaving influential enemies intact. If you allow a shepherd to remain in power, they will continue to guide and protect their flock, potentially rallying them against you. It's often tempting to ignore these central figures in favor of focusing on their followers, but this is a mistake. As long as the shepherd is in control, they can reassert their authority and regain the loyalty of their flock. Eliminating or neutralizing the shepherd not only removes the leader, but also removes the focal point around which the group organizes itself. It's important to recognize that this law isn't just about literal leadership, but can also apply to ideologies, movements, or social networks. Often, an idea or movement gains momentum because of the charismatic leadership of a single individual. Once that individual is removed or discredited, the movement itself can falter, as the followers are left without clear direction or purpose. In this way, striking the shepherd is about removing the source of strength and momentum from a cause, leaving it rudderless. However, this law should be applied with caution. Striking the shepherd can backfire if done too overtly or without the proper groundwork. If the followers are too closely aligned with their leader, attacking the shepherd directly may provoke backlash or martyrdom, strengthening the group's resolve rather than scattering them. This is why subtlety is often key. By undermining the leader's authority without directly attacking them, you can cause the followers to lose faith gradually, reducing the risk of making the leader a symbol of resistance. Additionally, this law teaches that timing is crucial. The right moment to strike is when the shepherd is vulnerable, when their influence is wavering, when they are distracted or weakened by internal or external pressures, or when their followers are beginning to show signs of discontent. Striking too soon or too late may allow the shepherd to regain control or rally their followers against you. In conclusion, Law 42, strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter, emphasizes the power of targeting key influencers within any group or organization to destabilize the entire structure. By focusing on the leader or central figure, you bypass the need to control or manipulate the masses directly. When the leader is removed, neutralized, or discredited, the followers often become directionless and disorganized, making it easier to assert your own influence or take control. This law is a potent reminder that in power dynamics, the strength of a group lies not in its numbers, but in the influence of its leader. To weaken or dismantle the group, you must first strike at its heart.